Alright, hello everyone. Take your seats. Today we are gathered for... Oh wait, that's not right. Oh, sorry. Different event. Today we are playing GLOVER, the PC/Steam version. Something I've been looking forward to for a little while. Want to do a big shout out to Piko Interactive for providing the review code for me. They actually were very kind to give me a copy of the game about a week in advance. I got to try it out a little bit, played the beta, and yeah, we're here today to actually play the full game. I already streamed this game way back in January, and normally I wouldn't cover a game like this more than once a year, but today's a special day. It's a different version of GLOVER. It's for the PC. It's a direct PC port from the original N64 code, source code. It's widescreen. It's got a good frame rate. It's got a couple things here and there that we're going to be taking a peek at. I will be kind of critiquing and reviewing it as I go. So if I have any like issues or any bugs or anything that I come across, I'll probably talk about it and delve into it. But yeah, very excited today. I love GLOVER. I grew up with this as a child. My grandma got it for me for my 4th birthday way back when. Back in, I believe, 1999. I remember it was like one of the very first memories I can remember. And the fact that I'm actually able to cover said game today for Piko Interactive themselves is quite the honor. But yeah, I'm very excited. We're going to be playing through the entirety of this game again. So if you missed it for some bizarre reason earlier this year, or maybe you're new to the channel, here you go, second take. GLOVER number 2, doing GLOVER for the second time this year is what we're doing. It's going to be funny. Thinking about doing it a second time. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and pop on over to the live stream. I'll probably boot up the game here in a sec. But I'm going to read some chat real quick, and then we'll dive right on in. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. We're gathered here to watch Zonic lose his mind with GLOVER. I don't lose my mind with GLOVER, typically. I actually have a fun time with GLOVER, personally. I love GLOVER. Maybe a few times I will lose my mind, given there's not... Like, every part of the game isn't the best. Like, there's a few parts I don't like, but that's just the game is, you know, in general. There's a few things I don't like. Specifically, the Frankenstein boss, not a big fan of. That's, like, one of my least favorite parts. But we'll get to that a little further into the stream. I have a little bit of a bonus to show off after we beat the game. So once the credits roll and we beat the base GLOVER game, there might be a snippet extra of something I want to showcase. It's quite interesting. So... January feels like so long ago. It kind of does, honestly. Feels like a good while back. Can't say for very long. Gotta go to work in a while. No problemo. No problemo at all. Do you have that clip still where you were at the snow level? Oh, right. I remember. Alright. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and get the game started. Let me go ahead and pause the regular music. Pull up the game itself. Bada bing, bada boom. Hopefully that didn't throw everything out of sync. So sorry if it does. How good are the controls? Not really. The remake, just in general. In general, they're interesting. They're far from perfect, but I have fun with them. They are definitely improved here from what little bit I've tested. So, the N64, there's quite a delay in the button pressing, which was, you know, a pain in the butt back then. Now it's a bit better. Still far from perfect, but I'd say they're better in this version. But in general, they're okay. They're not too bad. GLOVER's kind of, I don't want to say hated at the end of the day, but it's kind of joked about. But I personally enjoy it through its difficult factors. That's my test file right there, TST, test. I was testing it out about a week before this game released. We are playing this in 60 FPS. You can change it through the notepad, to my knowledge. So if you want to change this game from 60 FPS to 30 FPS to have it like back in the N64 days, and I think it becomes more stable in some regards, you can. I'm going to be playing the 60 FPS version just to give you like an idea as to what the base version of this game is like. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hit up an empty file. Loadings are practically no longer a thing in this version. The fact that it's on PC, it's boom, fast, ASAP. So we're going to go ahead and boot this up. Sonic 2 is a 9.5 out of 10. It might be a 10 out of 10. Everyone in chat land watch it. Heck yeah. I've already seen Sonic 2 4 times. So I'm basically just waiting for the Blu-ray and the digital version. But yeah, here we go. We got the opening. There is one thing here I noticed in the opening that's a little off, but we'll see here in a sec. Watch this. So there's a GLOVER scream there. I don't think there's meant to be a GLOVER scream there. And then the wizard, who his potion messes up, the accident, He falls through. There's supposed to be a scream there, but with a lower pitch. I think that's where the scream came from, but for some reason it plays at 2 different times in the regular pitch. This port is by no means perfect. It's going to have a few issues from what I've tested, but if you can get aside from that, gameplay-wise, it's going to be quite interesting. So, the transformation, the crystal balls that were scattered, that if they had broken on the ground would have been disastrous. Glover turned them all into balls, and they scatter into random levels, so that way you have to go gather them and save this land. The story here is, I wouldn't say take it seriously. It's very silly. It's like, why are there multiple lands in the corners? The balls just so happen to line up in each area. You have to go through several levels. Like, there's not really like a true story. It's simple and it's silly, and it's basically meant for kids. So it's nothing that you have to take seriously, but you can't help but wonder, like, how in the world does this all happen? That's convenient, but yeah, it's just a video game. Hi, my name is Mr. Tip. If you want any hints, just speak to me. You can do this by standing near me and pressing B. Let's see. Oh, by the way, you can press and hold B if you ever lose your ball. Good luck. Shall try. So the ball's over here. We can already kind of go ahead and bank on the first ball in this room here, if you desire. I will be playing the testing level, just because I think the testing level's it's a neat little hotspot, and it's got some fun music, so I'm gonna kind of breeze through and not really like learn how to play the game, because I already know how to play, but I'm just gonna kind of show you what this area looks like. So right here, they would teach you how to climb the stairs. Once again, the N64 days when you would play this game, if you press the B button, and like, let's say for example I were to press B button, now let me tell you when I press it, okay? Now, it's instant. It's ASAP. So I'm going to go ahead and press, hold, toss. It's very nice. Back in the N64 days, it would have been like, press. And then you would have seen me bounce that ball. Like, that's how much of a delay there was on that version. So, if there's one thing I can give this version, is that it's very fast, very paced, no loadings. It's just a nice PC conversion. It's more so the audio that when I went to test it out on my own time, there's a few audio issues. But other than that, totally didn't just purchase Glover on Steam. Thank you, please. Everybody, if you ever find any form of like enjoyment throughout this duration of the stream and you want to try this game for yourself, I personally recommend Glover. If you're a platformer enthusiast or you just like video games in general and you want to try new things, I do recommend this game. It is $20 on Steam, US dollars. But I believe for out of the front gate, they're selling it for $15.99. So it's $4 off, about $15.99. Not a bad price for a game like this. I don't know how much the N64 copies go for nowadays, but it's about in that area, if not maybe more. I don't know. I don't want to like underestimate the video game market right now because prices are going up for old games. So this may eventually become the normal version people buy, just because the N64 version will be hard to get. I'm actually a proud owner to have owned this game in the original N64 box. I got the OG box most people would throw away and whatnot. So. Oh, it's $16.99? Did I get that wrong? Let me check the store real quick. Maybe I said that wrong. Let me double check here. I got it on hand. You are right, $16.99. Okay, sorry for the misinformation, everyone. Thank you, Ocean Stars. So, yeah, $16.99. So it's like, what is that? 15% off, I'd say, give or take. So that's not too bad. Also, for some reason, it plays the theme there. I think it's different per level, is what I'm thinking. My brain is like starting to forget things that I've known my whole life. That's kind of sad. Getting old, right? But that's okay. How goes the glove? The glove is going. We love the glove here. The second Glover stream of the year. So yeah, you would return these balls per level to this area here. Why there was a squish noise there, I don't know. Once again, this game does have, from what I've tested, a few audio issues. I don't know if that's going to be a game killer for those. It's not that big of a deal in my opinion, but if you're like an enthusiast and everything has to be to a T perfect, you might, not be too happy about that. But I mean, through and through, it's still Glover. It's still really fun. I'm all about the music of Glover. I love Glover. There's not enough Glover merch out there. I have like a t-shirt and a vinyl record, but like, I think the vinyl record was kind of lucky, but like the t-shirt was just like a one and done design kind of thing that I bought once, so not a whole lot of Glover merch out there. This game is, I'm going to consider it an underrated gem. That's in my eyes. I can understand if somebody's like, this is a bad platform or something like that. I can understand if you didn't like it back then, but it is a bit better now in terms of like the controls and physics. Physics are still going to be the same. They're better to control, which is, you know, somewhat of a game changer. Look at that. Like, I'm able to react faster, whereas, like I said, if I pulled out the N64 version, you would see, like, I guess, like, at least physical issues with the game. Where I would argue that the music in the original was, you know, at its best, because it was made for said console. I know this is working off of the source code. I don't know much about source codes and whatnot, but I'm assuming there's some things that just could not be changed or tampered with, and it's going to be a little... It's going to kind of show its, like, age, I guess, but if you can get past that once again, it's pretty cool. These things here, I think they're called Gibs, or Garibs. I for a while there, kept calling them Garibs, but I think they're called Gibs. They're like little, I don't know, rotating card things. They're kind of funny looking. But yeah, these are the collectible of each world. You don't have to collect all of them, but if you do, by the end of said world, you get to play a bonus game. In my opinion, the bonus games aren't like make or break. Like, oh, if you don't collect everything, this game is going to make you sad. Like, it's very optional. But if you just want to get from point A to point B, that's here, which I like. I like that in a platformer. I don't like platformers that are like, you know, you have to collect every single item if you want to progress. Like, I like a little bit of legroom for those who don't, like, absolutely want to get everything. This is one of those games. Like, even my favorite, like, platformers, like, tend to, like, give you a little bit of legroom. Like, hey, if you get everything, there's a bonus in it for you, but if you don't, that's fine. I like giving people options. I don't think you should strict somebody to be like, if you don't get 100 out of 100, you're not leaving. That just feels like prison at that point. So... Seeing the game of the glove has finished downloading. I'll play it later since I got something to... Or you gotta work on something. Cool. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, I want to put in the good word for this game. I actually really like GLOVER, so... It's a big honor that Piko Interactive actually, you know, gave me a code for this game. Like, I absolutely enjoy this game to a T. It's kind of a guilty pleasure, and I say that in the form of, like... I guess the reception of this game isn't, like, always the best. At least for the... Back in the N64 days, it was kind of considered like, oh, it's okay. You know... But I think if you can get through some of the issues of it, it's a nifty little platformer. It's really not even all that basic. Like, it's basic. Oh, so that, like, I don't know if you're hearing that right now. There's, like, a scream in the background, like a zappy noise. That was the intro of this game playing in the background. I don't know what that's about when it came to this level when I tested it. I was wondering if it was going to be out of the version I got today where I updated, but it played the intro in the background. It's a little strange. I'm hearing it again. Like, that's the intro. I don't know why. It's very weird to me. I don't know if Piko Interactive will ever watch this live stream or anybody who works on the GLOVER PC version. But if you do, any form of an explanation would be nice. I don't necessarily... I cannot speak. I'm not asking for a fix. I'm just asking for, like, oh, is there, like, maybe a reason why it plays in the background? I'm sure it's been noticed when they've made the game for the PC. I just more or less want to know, like, maybe as to why. Pretty sure the devs will fix it later. There's a possibility. There's the possibility. But yeah, I mean, like, once again, if you can get through some of the audio issues, it's not that big of a deal. I did play up to, I think, this level, and then I didn't play the rest, so we're going to be testing out a lot of stuff. If I can change the ball. That's right, RB is the ball change. So if I were to throw this right now and go down here, it's like a little secret room. But yeah, anyways, I was playing this level earlier in the week, testing it out, and I think one of the little collectibles here that I'm collecting right now didn't appear for me. Either I'm blind as heck and I couldn't find it coming back through, or there is just a flat-out missing item here, which is strange. You know, in the original game I could finish and get everything in this level. I had like 59 out of 60 before I left last time, and I'm just like, where did I miss one? So, if I get it this time, then I have no idea what was wrong with me last time. But if that happens again, there might be an issue where one of them is missing. So, we'll see here in a sec. These guys, when I played last, they kind of stuck in place when I killed them. So let me try it. Yeah, they kind of stay right there. Typically, they're supposed to disappear, so that's kind of a graphical glitch. Once again, far from perfect, but I do enjoy GLOVER through and through. This is also a nice way to play it without having to bust out the N64. The N64 isn't the hardest thing for me to have to bust out and get ready. I usually have it ready on the fly, for the most part. But, you know, convenience is nice nowadays with certain games, and I'd be lying if I said I would rather bust out my Nintendo Switch and play Mario 64 through 3D All-Stars than get out the N64. Like, a lot of people would kill to play on original hardware, and I have it, and, you know, I'm thankful. It's kind of just that convenience, I guess. So, call it lazy, but we do live in an age where convenience is kind of nice, so. You know, call me out if you desire. Maybe I'm a little lazy. Just a little. But hey, sometimes I like to bust out the original consoles for them. Yeah, the gameplay seems fine. Like, once again, yeah, there's definitely issues with this version, but if you can get through them, it's not that bad. It's not like like, oh no, you took me out of the immersion of GLOVER. Like, GLOVER don't have that much depth to where, like, if it took you out of the game, like, I don't know how you got taken out of GLOVER of all things. It's not like, I don't want to, like, undermine it, calling it, like, a dumb game. Like, it's just a silly video game cartoon character through and through, so it's like, you're not supposed to take it super seriously, but it's still fun in its own right. Was this game on Dreamcast? It was not. Just the N64 and I believe PS1. So. And PC, yes. There's also a PC version. And now there's this version on PC. Different PC version. I need to drain the water. There you go. Hope this comes in 64 line. There is the possibility. You never know. Like, do I think it will? I'm kind of 50-50 on it. Like, I can see it happening, but I can also see it being like, I don't know. It's the online services tend to like to add like obscure little games to the NES and Super Nintendo. But so far with N64 games, they've been mostly like big hitter games. Can I not stand on the ball when I... Oh, there we go. Okay. I remember you could stand on the ball. It's just like, maybe I'm too big to stand on the ball. Oh, no. I wanted to... Hang on here. Man, GLOVER, you're fast when you're big. Bonk. Yeah, if you bounce on the ball, you get a bit of a bigger jump. So that's how you get up here. I did get 50 out of 60 here. So I'm wondering... if I'm missing any so far. Let me double check over here. It still could be the case. Let me see here. That's 55, 56, 57. Burp. That's right. So if you press pause. And I believe the sounds here are only a little messed up because I'm playing at 60 FPS. If you play this in 30 FPS, which once again, you can edit that in if you desire. That would fix the sound. This game might honestly be fairly stable in general if you play it at 30 FPS. I myself have yet to test it. I probably should have beforehand, but I totally forgot to. Oh well, it's fine. I wanted to play this game at a smooth, buttery frame rate just to see what that's like, so... I'm in it for the long run! Ow! That hurt. Big sad. No! You're supposed to die. Thank you. Appreciate that. Was the N64 version in 30 FPS? I want to say natively, yeah. I'm not sure if it, like, actually ran 30 FPS at all times. Supposedly, I was told by one of the people at Piko Interactive that, like, it did, like, it plays at 30 FPS, but 60 FPS is, like, the, what's the word I'm looking for here? Like, you're kind of, guinea pig testing out, like, what that frame rate is like. It's not necessarily the norm. So I'm assuming 30 is the norm, even if it, like, has some slowdown, I suppose, but I don't know. That's honestly a good question. A lot of N64 games weren't 30 FPS. Some are, some aren't. I know, like, Ocarina of Time, I think it's, like, I don't remember the number. It was either 23 or 17. It's kind of slow, but, you know, even games like that are considered, oh my god, awesome, so... Frame rate doesn't necessarily define a game. But yeah, like, look at that. I have 59 out of 60. I have played this level a lot in my life, through and through. I don't ever recall missing anything in this level. So there is one missing that I am unaware of, that I cannot find. So... I guess you really can't 100% GLOVER right now on PC. Unless they fix that. Either that or I'm always missing one now and somehow I forget where the other one is. But like I usually check over the entire level. So I don't know. We're here to kind of test things out a little bit. Technically speaking, I could have tested this out for about a week and really had my final thoughts ready ahead of time. But I thought it'd be kind of fun to delve with everyone and see at the same time. That way we can all... I don't have to be like, oh, there was this one time and you have to believe me. Like, we can see it together. We can believe together. Chris, welcome, welcome. How's it going? How's chat today, by the way? I forgot to ask how everyone's doing. Or at least I don't think I asked. I always like to ask how everyone's doing. I don't want to forget. Everyone always asks me how I'm doing, and I'm like, I should ask back. And I never do. Or at least I used to do it a lot more back then. I feel like nowadays I totally forget. I myself have had a pretty decent day. Cannot argue. The camera here is acting up, but that is Glover through and through. An N64 at its best. And at its worst. You gotta love N64 camera. Yeah, there's something bonus I want to show at the end of the stream that'll be really funny to showcase. I was taken a bit by surprise as to what else came with this game, but we'll delve into that in a couple of hours. Usually this game only takes me about, give or take, 3.5 hours tops to beat. So we're almost about half an hour in. We'll have another 3 hours, and then I'll be done. It's not that long of a game. Kind of short. Now, if you've never played it before, I can see this running you about maybe 5-6 hours or so on your first playthrough. Just depends on what you do and what you get. But for me, it usually only takes me about 3.5 hours, 4 tops. Unless I do terrible, which in that case. But, yeah. We're going to be here at least for a decent little while. Finished having a nap, doing good. Finished eating lunch, nice. I kind of did both, except minus the nap thing. Truth be told, if I wasn't streaming this today, I probably would have taken a nap after work. I laid down for like half an hour, and I nearly passed out. So I was like, I need to get up and stream Glover before I pass out. I might take a small little nap after the stream is done, but yeah, I figured I could probably hang in there until I beat the game. I just didn't want to do this super late at night. I've kind of gotten into a habit of like streaming earlier in the day, and then when my friends tend to do a stream, they do it later at night. So that way it's not me like taking up their time space, you know, vice versa. I don't care whenever they stream. I just more or less like I try to be that early in the day kind of guy, like your after school cartoon kind of man. And then they can be like the late night show. Unless it's the weekend. Sometimes collabs we do them kind of late at night, but share your videos with my German friends. Ooh, nice. It's always been interesting how, like, a lot of content can be viewed at, like, different parts of the world. Like, I don't know if anyone's ever known this fun fact about my channel, but a good chunk of my channel gets viewed by people in Brazil, which is pretty neat. And they've got, like, a lot of, like, they've got a fascinating background of, like, some video game stuff. Like, I hear, like, the Sega Master System is still, like, alive and well, alongside, like, the PS5 and the Switch and all that. I'm just like, that is so weird to me. But, like, they still got the Master System going, and I guess some games releasing for it. I'm not sure exactly how it all works, but it's interesting. Yeah, they a lot of them view me, and I don't know. I think that's, I don't know specifically why. It might actually deal with the fact that I'm a Sonic character and I cover Sonic games and all that such, but yeah, it's like part of my... Oh my god, that random burp. I pressed the right stick by accident and that caught me off guard. Burp. Yeah, apparently if you hit the right stick, sometimes it plays the burp. It's a sound issue, I think, but it kind of, I don't know, I think that's funny. You gotta press a button, like, technically it's an audio issue, but I think it's kind of funny how, you press a button and then out of the blue that happens. Just a random burp. Yo, is this a good port? So, a little bit of a breakdown, at least so far. I've only played the first, I'm only so far in the 3rd level of this world, but to give a bit of a breakdown, there are a few audio issues, maybe even a few graphical issues here and there. Very little of that. That's not been much of an issue so far. But other than that, the physics are, even though the physics are the same, they're a lot tighter and they're a lot faster. So like the ground pound like Smack Glover had back in the N64 days, if you were to do a ground pound, it would work like this. It'd be kind of slow, where now you can go boom, instant. And then the second thing I was going to say was the bouncing. So like back in the N64 days, if I were to want to bounce this ball, let me say now, it would start bouncing the ball. It'd be kind of like off by a second. So like, let me try that again. Now, it would start bouncing. But now if I were to bounce, like let's say I want to bounce ASAP. Now, boom, boom, boom. It's like very instantaneous. Back then there was like a bit of a delay to it, which I did not like. That is fixed here. So if anyone's ever had that issue and you did not like that about the original Glover, where it was like, oh, there's like a bit of a delay to the controls, they're boom, boom, fast now. It's probably my favorite part about this, minus the widescreen. I also could not get up this hill. My momentum sucks. There you go. You almost got it. You almost got it. There you go. Sorry about that. Put myself in a weird pinch there. I will... I don't trust the ball. I thought it was going to go off on its own. I'm going to go ahead and try to get over here. Oh, thank God. Okay. That could be make or break, y'all. I got to climb all the way back up. But yeah. Phew. All my friends say your videos are cool. Oh, I thank you. Got some good friends there. they got some good taste. I'd like to think my content's gotten better. I actually kind of referenced back to last year around this time a little bit. Looked at my thumbnails, my titles, and all that other such. And while not bad, it's only been a year. You know, I'm still going to be kind of proud of my work. I think I've gotten better. Not only commentary-wise, but thumbnails. I think my thumbnails hit home better. I did a bit of a comparison earlier of my Glover thumbnail from even just a few months ago. And I think my thumbnail now, today, is better than the one I made back in January. So I feel like I'm slowly but surely improving, which is good. I think as a content creator, if you can acknowledge that for yourself, that's a pretty good sign. Some people don't know if they improve or not, and, you know, everyone else has to be like, oh, you are, you are. Like, I've noticed I have. I'm still me through and through, and I still make the same stuff, but, like, I think I've just ever so slightly sharpened my skills throughout time. Just a little bit. I can afford to work in a few areas, but I'll work on that at some other point. Not a deal breaker tonight. Tonight, we honor the glove. Sonic 2 starts streaming May 23rd. Yo! Thanks for the freaking update. I actually really wanted to know when we were getting that. Okay, so my guess for Sonic 2 for streaming was going to be either late May or June. July at the latest, but I was hoping not July. I was like, please be May or June. May is a blessing. Let's freaking go. That makes me very happy. I loved Sonic 2, the movie. That was such a good movie. I love that movie. Which is kind of funny because, like, I feel like I'm a bit more of a critic than I'd like to be nowadays. Like, I still, like, I can give a movie, like, for example, an 8 out of 10, and I can still, like, love it to bits more than a movie that I'd give, like, a 9 out of 10. I don't know if that makes any sense, but, like, I'm a critic through and through, but, like, it can still be something I personally love as a 10 out of 10, but I will score it an 8 out of 10, if that makes any sense. So, like, I remember when I saw Sonic 2, I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. That was where I scored it. You might consider that low for my standard, but, like, I saw the dang movie 4 times. I love it to bits. In my heart, it's a 10 out of 10. Critique-wise, I gave it a 8.5 out of 10. My brother came out of the theater. He's like, yo, man, that was like a 9 out of 10. I'm like, how is your score higher than mine? I loved it more than you did, but, like, he scored it higher. And I'm like, it's all in the eyes and the, you know, the thought process of an individual. Like, to me, it was an 8.5 out of 10. As a movie, I think it scores an 8.5 out of 10. But, like, to me, it was like, it was the world to me. I saw that movie, like I said, I saw it 4 times. I love that movie. So, you know, like, I like some of the, like, I love the newest Halloween movies. I'm a big fan of that franchise. Love those movies. Here's the thing. Far from perfect, but, like, I watched them, like, a million times over, so. Yeah. I want to say so much, but I can't. Yeah, there's a lot to unpack of the Sonic 2 movie. Anybody who has not seen Sonic 2... I'll give you 2 options, and I'm dead serious when I say this. Oh, right, I need the ball here. I had a feeling I was forgetting something. I was kind of hoping I could leave the ball behind. So, I was wanting to say this. So, Sonic 2. If you have not watched Sonic 2 yet, watch it sometime soon if you can. If you have no ability to watch Sonic 2, if you cannot watch Sonic 2, if you cannot afford to see Sonic 2, if you're afraid because of the world situation and you don't want to get out of your house and go to a theater, completely understandable. I respect you. Here's your second option. Join the freaking Discord server. It is an English server, by the way, so I've known a few people who watch me, they might not have the best English, which I'm not trying to make fun or anything like that, just throwing it out there. We are an English server, we speak English, that kind of thing. We are 13 plus for the age group. If you hit above 13 and you've got pretty good English and you're willing to join and talk with us, we're a very wholesome community. It's in the description. I will be hosting Sonic 2 the movie that night when it becomes streamable. So if anyone has not seen Sonic 2 up to that point for some bizarre reason, and you have, like, no option, you're like, oh, I want to see it, but I can't afford it, and I can't go see it or whatever, I got you. I'm going to stream that to you the day it comes out. Like, day 1, that night. I will put everything aside to make sure that everyone has seen Sonic 2 up to that point. So, just throwing it out there, throw my 2 cents. I'm not trying to bribe you into the server, I just want to get you covered. That movie's awesome, and more people need to see it, is what I'm saying. I wanna do the justice that Sonic the Hedgehog freaking deserves. So, why am I stuck? Oh, oh. Okay. I was like, what is happening? That might have been a glitch of some kind. Might be. Yeah, the game actually tells you if you press the B button, it'll tell you where your ball is. So if I'm like, where is it? It points to the ball. That's always a fun little extra that this game gives you. I really should have pressed the switch first, I think. Let me do that first. There we go. And then we're supposed to press this. Let's see. Are you playing to see Sonic 2 a 5th time? Sorry, I didn't mean to tease. I just never met someone who's seen a movie 4 times. So, I myself have never seen a movie 4 times. I've become a bit of a cinema nerd, which I don't know if that's clear. I don't want to hint at too much in the future, but that's something I'm kind of delving into, is being, you know, big on cinema. Because I am. I'm a lot bigger on movies nowadays. I'm kind of delving into that kind of thing. But anyways... Oh my god, okay, the controls here are a little wonky. I think it's actually worse than the N64 version. I'm not saying that in a bad way. They're just very inverted right now, so I'm trying to get used to this. I don't know if it's because I'm using an Xbox controller, and that's just different compared to N64, but that is throwing me off. Okay, we're okay, though. I got this. I believe that's all of them. So yeah, we can go ahead and get off the ceiling. I hope that doesn't kill me. We're good. There's the cutscene playing again in the background. I don't know why that keeps happening. I don't mean to also pick up the power up a millionth time. Anyways, so what was I saying? Oh, right, the movie thing. So I've seen Sonic 2 the movie 4 times. That's my newest record of seeing any movie more than once. The most I had done up to that point, I believe, was 3. So my previous record was I saw Halloween 2018, the newest, not the newest, but the second to newest Halloween movie. I saw that 3 times. I saw that once by myself, I believe. No, I'm sorry, I take that back. I saw it twice with family, and then I saw it twice with family, but a cousin tagged along because he was a big Halloween guy. So, I saw Halloween 2018 3 times. The first My Hero Academia movie that came out, I watched that twice. I think I was going through a lot, and that movie was like my getaway. I don't even recall if I saw it 3 or 2 times. I want to say it was 2. Might have been 3, but I want to say that was 2. It might have been 3, but anyways, Halloween 2018 was when I had seen that movie 3 times. So Sonic 2, by the time I'd watched that a 3rd time, I was like, okay, now it's tied for the most movies I've seen in the theater, more than 3. And now that I've seen it 4 times, Sonic 2 has taken the lead. I've seen it 4 times. I have been asked if I'm going to see a 5th by a couple people. I'm going to go ahead and say no. I wouldn't say no for seeing it a 5th time. I just don't want people to think I'm completely insane. Like, I'm insane, but I'm not completely insane. I would totally see it a 5th time if it wasn't for the fact that that's a lot of money to be going to the theater that many freaking times. I also don't want to run it into the ground. I'm ready for the digital Blu-ray streaming release of it. I'm ready for that. I could take a minute from the movie. I think I got my gist. I'm seeing another movie, I think, next week. I'm seeing a movie this Thursday. I'm seeing a lot of movies. So I don't got time to be throwing Sonic 2 in there for a 5th time when I'm already going to be seeing, I think I'm seeing like 3 movies in the next 2 weeks. I'm seeing Doctor Strange 2. I'm seeing something called, I think, like Pompo something in the Cinephile. I don't quite remember the name of it, but it's an anime movie that's coming out. I looked very little into it because I just kind of want to jump into a movie and not know anything about it. It's kind of fun. Anime movies I usually tend to enjoy no matter what, so I'm going into this other one blind. And then I'm seeing The Bad Guys. I don't know if anyone's heard of The Bad Guys, but I'm seeing that. That's coming out here in, I think, 2 days. I'm seeing it Thursday, so... Got a lot of movies to see. Oh boy. I kind of forget you don't have to hit the side of that guy to kill him. You can kind of just hit them. Oh, that's not how I want to... Oh, Jesus. I better get rid of the crab first. Let me do that real quick. Yoinkus boinkus. Hep up. Dead. After watching that movie, I know I want 1v1 Knuckles. Which, by the way, Sonic Origins, everyone. Can we talk about Sonic Origins? It got leaked a few days back in terms of the rating was shown off. It was like, oh, it got rated. And then it got, its artwork leaked, like, I think a day before the trailer. So not today, but I think it was yesterday, maybe the day before. And then today we got the trailer. It's coming out June 23rd. Putting on a note right now in this stream. June 23rd, mark your calendars. Whenever I go to stream Sonic Origins, you won't want to miss it. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not saying that just because of the game. There's something I've been wanting to save for a while. It's not quite ready yet, but once it is, it'll be ready before then. That I will be showing off on the Sonic Origins stream. Whenever I go to do that, be there or be square, because it is going to be an awesome stream. You won't want to miss it. It's going to be one for the books. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to tease too much other than that. But there's been several things I've been getting ready for in the month of May and June. And that day in particular is one you won't want to miss. I know a million people are probably going to be streaming Sonic Origins that day. And if you want to pop on into their streams and take a look, that's fine. I'm not telling you not to. But I'm just saying, like, my particular stream, you'll want to stay tuned. It's going to be exciting. I'm so incredibly excited. It's been a pain in the butt not saying anything for so long. There's a good couple of things I'm getting soon. Not just like a thing, it's a couple things. So, stay tuned. That's all I gotta say. I'll be saying that for weeks, I'm sure, until Sonic Origins releases. It's actually gonna kill me not to do anything until Sonic Origins releases for this one thing, but it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. I'm glad I waited, that's all I'm gonna say. And I'm glad I got a release date. It really played in my favor, honestly. I'm like, okay, alright, I know my day now. And I took off time from work. I took off like 4 or 5 days in a row. I'm prepping for this. It's gonna be hype. Oh, Mr. Pink Elephant, hello. I feel like my bounce is higher. I don't know if that's just because I can control it better or not. I do not want that pink elephant grabbing my ball here. Once the pink elephant grabs the ball, you gotta kill the elephant. Quite frankly, I don't care how much of a pain in the butt they are. I don't want to be the guy who killed a pink elephant that day. I'll look like the bad guy. Can't have that now. Azir Sharp, welcome. You're just in time for the glove. We're actually out here enjoying ourselves in GLOVER. I have yet to notice any issues so far in this level. That chicken sound is a lot not louder, but more high-pitched, I guess, than I'm used to it sounding. So, I don't know if that's an intentional change or not, but will you be doing all 4 classic games? So, here's the interesting thing, right? I don't know who I talked about this with recently, but I remember when I did the Sonic Triple Feature the other day. When I did the Sonic Triple Feature the other day, and I did Sonic 1, 2, and CD, I told myself, Zonic, the day you do that, they're going to talk about Sonic Origins. That's going to be your luck, is you're going to cover these 3 games, and then they're going to do Sonic Origins. You're going to be sitting there like, I just did that. Here we are. Told you that would happen. I think my friend Matthew was talking about that with him. He was like, I'm going to cover them, but I'm waiting for Sonic Origins. And I'm like, that's smart. And I had already promised the triple feature at that point. So I was like, I should probably, keep my promise. But yes, I will be playing Sonic Origins. I hope and cross my fingers and I plan to bite the bullet and play all of those games again with Sonic and Sonic 3 and Knuckles. My idea right now, because I don't want to put too much pressure on my back, it's either going to go 2 ways. I'm either going to do Sonic 3 and Knuckles and call it a day for the Origins collection, like call it that alone, or I'm going to, can you bounce, Glover? Thank you. Or I'm going to play all the games through and through again. The only reason why I'm thinking about doing all the games through and through again is not only because, the type is frick, but apparently there's animated cutscenes that bridge Sonic 1, 2, CD, and 3, and Knuckles together as a story. And I really want to see that. And if that's the only way to get those cutscenes, I will be playing all the games. That'll be a long live stream. But I think that's how I would do it if that's what it means to get the cutscenes. If not, and I get the option to just play the Sonic 3 and Knuckles and get the cutscenes, maybe I will. It just depends. But it's a big boy stream. Regardless, it's going to be a big stream, so. I remember you saying that. Okay, yeah, so you were there. I was fairly certain a good chunk of us were there when I said that. But yeah, you can testify, right? Hamburger helper on a ball! You're not wrong. It is kind of the hamburger helper guy with a ball! A lot of people like to say the Smash Brothers joke, like, haha, it's Final Destination and it's Master Hand. But, like, Hamburger Helper? That's good. I like that. Oh, they stole my ding-dong ball. Hang on here. You gotta kind of ground pound the ground a little bit to get it back. I guess that's less of a pain than I remember it being. I'm sorry. I'm tripping all over my words. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little tired today, but... Oh yes, did Tyson Hesse, I think it's Hesse or Heese, I think it's Hesse, do those animations? I think so, which that Mad Lad has literally, like, helped Sonic out so freaking much. The Sega hire this man, like, he's the definition, honestly. Ah, okay, leave the ball there. Yeah, the art style is familiar. I want to say it was Tyson, if I'm not wrong. I barely got to glimpse everything when I was at work. I didn't get to, like, research a bunch, so if I'm missing any information, that's because, like, the trailer literally dropped when I'm in the middle of working, and I'm like, why do you have to do this when I'm at work? I want to see this, like, when I get home. But I watched it at work, and it looks awesome. I'm very interested about the mission mode thing. I'm very, very interested in seeing that. So, it looks like a lot of fun. There's, like, rank systems and everything, so... Recently joined the Discord, and this is my first stream with you. Hey, that's awesome. Glad to have you. You seem really cool. I get a lot of people, Sonic, I got it. I'm out of breath. You got it? Huh? Did I miss something? I might be on like a million pages right now. Also, hyper potions were connected to the music of the game too. Yes! Which we had talked about that too, as like, we need more hyper potions in our life, and then boom, here it is. Everything just has a funny way of showing up, you know? Just makes it right on time. I got him. Dude! Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a big deal. I'm hyped now. God, what a freaking good day today is. Frick. Part of me wants to peace out and look at it, but I'll probably tune in soon. Oh, you're supposed to take the ball game. Come on, there you go. That is very exciting. I'm very happy for you. I can't elaborate, chat, because it's not my place to necessarily give the information, but there be some hype things that are... Game? Oh! Doy. Hold on a minute here. I gotta do the, gotta do the metal ball. What am I doing? Can't open it till later. That's right, you're at work. Okay, that wouldn't work out anyways. Okay. Okay, I may have jumped the gun on that. That's my B. It's neat that there's a classic version of the anniversary version in play modes. I remember playing the Sonic Collection on GameCube. Actually, I still have it and slap. Yeah, definitely. The Sonic not Mega Collection, I'm sorry. No, wait, it was Mega Collection. Sonic Mega Collection was awesome. Let me go ahead and drop the ball here. I can do that here. But yeah, so Sonic Mega Collection was cool. Apparently the widescreen is locked behind the anniversary mode. Where'd the floor go? Where'd the floor go? I'm stuck? Let me die? Can I die? Is there a way to kill me? All the cheat codes? Eventually one will work? Fudge. Welcome, Deku. You caught me at a very interesting time. No! That means I have to redo the level! I can't move! This is bullfrick! Ah! Well, I'm depressed. So much for my hype. Oh! Alright, I'm not collecting everything, so I think I'll just kind of breeze through the level. That's not good. That's not good. Oh wait, mention part of my plans? Hang on here. I didn't get to read that comment. Ah! I want to read chat. Sorry. That's just surprised that Sonic mentioned in part of his plans. Sonic Origins, the sequel to Mania we never knew we needed. I mean, in a way, it's kind of almost like the successor to Mania because it's it's worked by the Mania team. That was confirmed, so they got to delve their hands into the classic cookie jar, which I'm very happy about. Clipped you dying, thank you. Thank you for this blessed clip. Or, well, purgatory death, I suppose. I didn't technically die, but I died inside. If that counts for anything. But yeah, I'm very excited. I'm kind of already writing into my notes and looking into some other stuff for the month of May. I'm not going to promise anything like super brand new for the month of April. I'm fairly certain I'm not going to get anything like I've been putting in for until May. But like May will be a time frame where I get to unleash some very fun stuff. Like May and June are going to be hype months is all I'm going to say. Like late spring going into early summer is going to be awesome. I'm very excited. In some ways, I'm almost more excited for June than I am May. But May is like a big month. I can't say nothing about what plans I have for May so far, but it's going to be a fun little month. I think, as much as I hate to just ignore the rest of this level, I think I am. Just because, like, that was a bit of a, dare I say, kick to the balls, what they just did back there. So I'm going to go ahead and lock in this crown. I don't know how much of this level I actually have to do, but I think all we have to do is get this rocket ready. So let's keep that going. That's a crown, so I'm going to go ahead and lock that in. There we go. Let's try it again. There we go. And then that'll give me a potion. That is a fun sound. And then we're gonna hit the switch. There you go. So that's the first part. And I believe the second part, as much as I hate to say this, I think the second part is actually you have to do it with this ball thing here. I cannot fall through that floor again. That'll cost me way too much. This is going to be a very interesting play. Can you not be so powerful? Thank you. This is going to be a very interesting playthrough. I have no words. I have no words. Do it again. Not the flip. There you go. No, well, that wasn't a flip. Oh my lord, that ball wants to go crazy, dude. Now please do the thing. Give me that switch. The physics right now are very wonky. Like, I knew this game was wonky, but, like, it's like extra wink-wonk now. So that should let you get the second part done. I guess there is a third part. I don't remember the third part. Maybe it was the switch over here. I'm praying it is, I'm not gonna lie. I normally don't skip a good chunk of the level, but I might have to. What am I missing? I don't think I have to ball bounce on this. Is that not? Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. There you go. Bonk. Nah, it's not enough. Let me ask Mr. Hint here. Jump onto the Dennis. Oh, right, Dennis. Correct. I never knew your name was Dennis. I don't think I ever learned this till just now. Never really quite paid attention. So does Dennis, like, give me the weight I need? Dennis, please. I feel like the switch... You know what? Hang on here. I think I know where I need to go, now that I'm thinking about it. Big maybe. Am I in time for the good levels? Heck yeah. We had a bit of a glitch not that long ago that kind of cost me my progress, but we're back at it again, trying to fix ourselves here. Dennis is menacing you. That darn Dennis the Menace. May 6th is not only when Dr. Strange drops, but it also is your birthday. Nice. Heck yeah. Happy early birthday. I'm sure I'll say it sometime closer if you remind me, but just in case. Gotta cover all areas. Oh boy, there's way too many freaking like pieces of awesome media that are coming out. It's hard to keep up. I plan on watching, I think it's like Spy X Family or something like that, some kind of new anime. I think me and some friends are gonna watch it soon. That's something I want to watch. I'm almost done with The Simpsons. Not every season because there's a billion of them, but I gave myself. That's bad. Hang on here. There we go. I gave myself the mission... Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Ah! Oh, how did I even live from that? That should have been death. But yeah, so... What was I saying? Oh yeah, The Simpsons. So, I gave myself the goal to watch 8 seasons of The Simpsons, the first 8 seasons. I believe... I'm either borderline or I am done. I don't remember, done with The Simpsons season 6. I think I'm like an episode or 2 away tops, but like, I'm this close to being done with those 8 seasons of The Simpsons. I've always been told that or at least by a few people, that the first 8 are the best. So I'm going to try to watch the first 8. I'm trying to stick to my guns. I'm not too sure if I'll hang in there. Maybe I will. It's become a bit of a ritual to just wake up and watch The Simpsons, come home, watch it, go to bed, watch it. But I'm trying to watch the first 8 seasons, and then after that, I'm going back to like watching other TV shows. It is taking up a huge majority of my time, honestly, when it comes to like entertainment. I'm enjoying it. I'm at that point, like, I'm getting a little burned out. Just a little. Like, I'm still enjoying it, but it's like, I'm like thoroughly impressed at the fact that it's went on for as long as it has, because there are so many stories. I don't know how it is nowadays, but... Ooh, that drink kind of hit hard. What I was going to say was, so I was trying to remember exactly what would finish the rocket off, because we needed to finish the rocket. That was this area. I was pretty sure, so. Yeah, Pac-Man Museum in May. I plan on doing that day one, so whenever that game releases, which I believe is May 27th, I'll be doing that game that day. And then May 22nd, I might do something extra for Pac-Man, since that's his actual birthday, if I'm not wrong. So there might be like 2 Pac-Man things I do in May. I don't know what that first one will be. Can we finish the level? I'd be lying if I said we weren't in trouble. So, we lost our only way out of this level. And, I'm fresh out of options. I don't know what to do. I think that's the only way you can leave this level. I'm in trouble. This is bad. Because, like, I'm thankful I was given a code, but, like, if I can't complete the level, I gotta be honest, guys. This is, not turning out very well. I mean, what do I do at this point? It left with, yeah, the level rocket that would take you to the next level so you can progress is gone. And if I can never finish this level, I can never play the rest of the game. This is bad. I mean, okay. Checkpoint. Does that change anything? What happened to the fudge? What the crap and freaking mother? God. No, I can't leave. What do you mean you grab the ball now? What did the This is awkward. Please do not bully me, game. Please. I must hide my shame now. I must hide my shame. Do not look at me. Don't look. I do not wish to be looked at. I thoroughly do not know what to do. I'm dragging myself away. I'm going to play it one more time. One more. I'm going to play this level one more time. And if I cannot... I cannot progress if the PC version is broken in this regard. Similar glitch happens after boarding the platform after beating the boss in Atlantis. GLOVER falls through, but this still triggers the ending. Yes. So, that's true. So, like, you'll fall through the floor, but you can still, like, play. But... this is like the level left without me. I was hoping it was going to pull that, but it didn't. It just didn't. So, also, hello, RAF fans. Welcome, welcome. I'm so sorry that you jumped in here at the like weirdest of weird times, but like, I'm gonna play this level one more time. Okay, I'm gonna play this level one more time. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy who, like, gives up on a game that was given to them. I wanted to play this game through and through and play it all the way through. You all know I love GLOVER. I love GLOVER. I really do. You can also argue Zonic just bust out the N64 version and finish that way. Here's the thing. I already did that this year. The reason why I was playing this one today was because I wanted to show off the PC version. So, if I can't show that off, I would just be repeating myself 3 months later, the same dang game I've played already. And... you know, some people might enjoy that, and I would to a degree, but I gotta be honest with y'all here. Like, I'd rather do something else at that point. I'm thankful I was given a code, but if it's, if this is how the game ends up, I don't know what to say at that point. I mean, you're all seeing it here with your eyes. I'm not trying to do this on purpose. I'm just trying to beat the game and go on my merry way. Yeah, if it's broken, right? I mean, I had a feeling this might happen, but I did not expect this to be this early in. Expect the unexpected, they say. Once again, I love GLOVER, but, like, I might have to take back that PSA of buy it now, because it is... I do not want you to have to go out of your way and... I mean, it might get updated eventually to be fixed, but... I ain't about to tell you go out and buy this if it's gonna be that way. It even updated today. I got an update today. I played the beta version of the PC port, and this is about the same. I've noticed very little change. So we're gonna try to leave this level one more time, and if not, then maybe we'll play something else. That's all I can offer at this point. I feel bad because I don't really have a backup plan on hand. Is that a hand joke? Can I make hand jokes? I think I can. I think my state of sanity calls for a hand joke. Scott the Wall's lurking in the back when Zonic plays the game twice. Dude, I wish Scott was my audience. That'd be such an honor. I could be playing like the worst of the worst game ever, but if he was watching, that's an honor. I love Scott the Waz. I don't want to be... Oh, okay. Is the floor still there? No, it's still missing. This game is so cursed. Oh my god. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I guess go for this. We're going to try. We are going to try. Oh! Dang! That was fast. Alright, just in the off chance they want you to do it in a particular order, I'm just going to kind of try to do everything in quote-unquote order. There's not really an order, but just in case the gaming gods were angry with the way I did that, let's just chance it here and try to go in quote-unquote order. It'd be this next, as the ball freaks out, and then we're going to go ahead and press the stop button there. Goes through. There'll be some goodies for me at the end. I'll go ahead and collect that. Bada bing, bada boom. That's the second part. I guess I don't know who that is. Scott the Waz is a very funny YouTuber. He's my personal favorite YouTuber of all time. Pretty up there with Chad Tronic in my eyes in terms of who I like enjoying. So those are like two YouTubers I like to watch. I don't get to watch a lot of YouTubers nowadays or take the time to like watch like flat out YouTube content like that. Scott has been on a bit of a hiatus. I thought about that earlier too. I'm like, man, I haven't heard from Scott in a while. But you know, he's busy. So I have no idea if being Big Glover here is going to change anything, but here, we're in the rocket. I clip through. I did it again, and I couldn't finish the level. I can't. I physically cannot finish this game. This is... I'm sorry. I don't want to be mean, because, like, once again, I'm very thankful I was given a code, and I love Glover, but, like, I gotta be honest. And, you know, they send out review codes for review purposes. I'm gonna be honest. It's broken. I can't play it. As of the current state of its release date, this is broken. I cannot finish. I'm an hour into the stream, and I'm a little embarrassed, because I feel like I promised something I can't deliver. And I'm just being honest with you all. Like, I've tempered with nothing. I've not touched this game in any other way. Didn't change its settings, didn't change anything. This is when I downloaded off the game on Steam. It is what it is. Game has major issues with its initial launches, textures, visuals, and performance. You shouldn't feel bad for possibly stopping if you can't progress the game being in its current state. Thank you for understanding and being reasonable, and also knowing all of this knowledge. It is very appreciated. And you being a good playtester. Oh, thank you. I mean, I put my feet in the water. I mean, like, when you go to do something like this, you kind of have to take a chance on it, and I did. And I wanted to believe that, like, there's even, like, a floor line here. It's almost like the floor wants to leave. Could the glitch occur because it's set to a higher frame rate? It could be. So, what I could do, let me go ahead and quit the game itself. I think that might actually exit the game, because that might be a good option. But this is how the game was delivered to me, by the way. Like, the game, if you buy it off Steam and you don't know how to edit the settings of this game, you know, you're going to think this is how it is. If you're like an average Joe and you don't know that kind of thing, which a lot of people are, honestly. I don't mean that in the mean regard. I just mean that in the regard, like, you don't know how to change, you know, PC game settings. If I were to go to Glover here, I'm going to go into the folder. That's certainly not it. I'm going to try to find the thing that would change it. Scripted. That's not it. That's not it. I'm having to search through the files here. Documents. That's not it. Data. Maybe this? Oh boy, that's a lot of text. Ha! They tested a lot of controllers on it. That's neat. Records, objects. Trying to find the thing I could use to edit this, but I have yet to find it. Da 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 da. Levels. I don't know if I can change it now that I'm looking at it. Tools? No. Let's see. Data. I don't think I can. I used to have the option to change it. Now I can't find it. What if I were to search Notepad? Nothing. Okay. I can't search by type. That's fair. System? That's not it. Generic? I'm like grasping for straws here. I can't find it. I cannot find it. Lunar, welcome, welcome. I feel you so much. This week has been crazy for me. Streaming stuff like life has been nutty, and I was feeling like you. At least we can relate together. It's good not to feel alone on these kinds of things, you know? If you do play something else, if you don't have any backups, are you open to suggestions? I mean, if it's not too late for you. It really depends. I mean, if I can hang in there even long enough for something short, I wouldn't mind playing something with a friend, but, like, all my friends are at work right now, too, so, like, I have nothing I can do multiplayer-wise for the time being. It'd have to be something single-player. I mean, if you want to shoot some ideas, you can. Just depends. Feel the same suggesting something if you don't have it. Yeah, I mean, if you guys have suggestions, shoot me with a gun. Splitgate. You know what? Let me check something. I don't know if Zinni's awake. I know Zinni really likes Splitgate. And I like Splitgate. I haven't played it in a hot minute, but if she was awake, I would play. Or Deku, honestly. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed, though. Portal 2 is always a lovely time. I do like Portal 2. Portal 2 is a good one. Did I do Portal 2 last year? I want to say I did, but I don't remember. Let me double check. I'm at that point I actually don't remember everything I've done. A part of me almost wants to, I guess terrible as this sounds, a part of me wants to end the stream, come back in like 2 hours, and continue Kirby. Because I need to finish more Kirby, if I'm being honest. That would be a productive thing for me to do. But I feel like I did Portal last year. Maybe I didn't. I did Portal 1. I did Portal 1, but I never did Portal 2. Huh. That's weird. I would have totally done Portal 1 and 2 back-to-back, but for some reason last year I did Portal 1 and called it a day. I should look into Portal 2. I like Portal 2. Do an N64 game since, like the theme of Glover and whatnot, yeah. Steam discussions have had some other users with the problem finding the file location for FPS config. Sorry for addressing too much about the release. Glover's a childhood favorite of mine. I mean, the fact that anybody in this chat is a Glover enthusiast, I'm all about that. Like, no matter how bad the situation is right now, it's nice to meet a fellow Glover fan, honestly. I feel like we're very far and few in between, so... Sonic Mania is also not a bad idea. I feel like Sonic Mania would be something I'd want to, like, schedule, though. Granted, it wouldn't be a bad on-the-fly kind of idea. No, like, I've played Portal 2. Like, I've beaten that game a couple of times. I've even done, like, the co-op a couple of times. But, like, channel-wise, I've actually never streamed it. Which is kind of a crime. I feel like I should have done that by now. Like, I've only been a VTuber for about a year now, but, like, I feel like I would have streamed Portal 2 by now, but I haven't. Zelda, Spyro, Portal, and Okami. Yeah, Spyro is something that's going to be on my radar soon, hopefully. I had something for that planned next week. I had to cut it due to one reason, but it may be the week after that, honestly. But, that's a crime, yes. That's fair. That's fair and valid. I'll stay my 2 hours in jail. I think I can handle 2 hours. It's times like this, I'm glad I brought a fork. I'm just kidding. I'll bust my way out of here in no time. Okami's definitely something I gotta touch upon someday. Part of me, I'd hate to just get up and leave, but I'm like this tempted, guys, to like get off for the night, like for like 2 hours. I might come back with Kirby is what I want to do. The gamer baby jail. You were reading my mind. I was gonna say that, but I was like, I don't know how many people are gonna get that. But yeah, gamer baby jail. Need to go back to it. Yeah, Okami's fun. I'm very bad with sticking to certain games, but yeah, I don't know. Part of me is really tired too, so it's like there's this side of me that's saying take a 2 hour break, but the other half of me saying, Zonic, you're about to pass out. I'm not, like, incredibly tired, but, like, to the point, like, I don't know if giving myself 2 hour grace period is smart. I can see myself passing out between now and then. Let me think. I don't know. I don't know what to think at this point. You can't game if you're sleepy. That's true. That's just the stream. I'm like that Majora's Mask stream where the guy's like... and then the moon falls and all that. I don't know if anyone's ever seen that clip where the guy's like playing Majora's Mask on Twitch but he falls asleep. He's not even that famous at that point, to my knowledge. But then like everybody and their mother shows up to the stream because word of mouth spreads. They're like, dude, this guy slept during Majora's Mask. And it's just the funniest little clip. I love that clip. Look up like Majora's Mask sleep Twitch stream or something. It's really funny. The guy is completely knocked out. There are achievements here. Let me read the reviews from GLOVER. Let's go through the reviews of GLOVER real quick. I'm just reading something real quick. Let's see. Okay. The game is very good for it, however, there's no option to quit. I am forever a glove. That's a good review. I never write reviews of one that peed me off. First, I love GLOVER, and I've played all versions multiple times in 64, PC release, and ever blah, blah, blah. So this new version of the game has no graphics setting. At least I couldn't find them in 2022 on PC. Heck, the frickin' PC original 98 version had more graphics settings. Oh, jeez. Product refunded. Low quality. I'm not going to mention that. Don't pick this glove. Don't be baited by nostalgia, just a simple cash grab. I'm a fool for falling for this and buying. Don't make the same mistake I did. Put simply, I mixed on the release, but I know some can still enjoy this. Interesting. That's a big boy review. You got Gimme the Glove. So basically, a lot of people are stating, like, if you go and change the frame rate, you can be happy. But, like, that's just it. Not everyone knows how to do that, so. Are you planning on any games with chat anytime soon? Just wondering it is all. That's actually a good question. My schedule's been kind of weird. I've been wanting to. So, I had next week planned. Let me see something here. Yeah, I had something planned for next Friday with chat. But I think I changed that recently due to the fact that I was seeing a movie, I think on Thursday of next week or so. So, I think I had a file here that was... Let me check something real quick. Actually, let me check a notepad. Never mind. Probably the beginning of May, honestly. Somewhere in the beginning of May. I had something, like I said, I had something planned for next week, and then something came up, so. He was going to watch Sonic 2 for the 5th time. You caught me red-handed. Me trying to leave and ignore my silly little responsibilities to enjoy some Sonic 2 for the 5th time. I mean, like, I know I could take, like, suggestions and do another game right now. I'd be lying if I said my desire to stream got shot a little. Like, I was really looking forward to doing this, and the fact that it kind of shot dead in the water about an hour in, I'm kind of upset. Not, like, majorly, but, like, to a point where it's, like, replacing it isn't going to make me feel tons better, I guess. I don't know. Uber tempted to, like I said, I'm uber tempted to, like, give myself an hour and a half to get off stream, come back and do Kirby. I'm tempted just to come back and do Kirby. Because I feel like at that point, I'm continuing something I've been liking. So forth, so forth. I don't know. I feel bad. Like, I know it's not my fault, but I feel bad. I guess. I don't know. I'm not going to sit in my own muck forever. I shall butch up and deal with it. But, let's see. Okay. Yeah, do that. Yeah, I think that'll be a good plan. It really is cutting the stream short, but I feel like coming back later might be better. I'll be off work and then I can doodle while you stream Kerbo. That sounds good. Yeah. I think I'll, at least for the time being, I'll probably just, like, take a second to myself, prepare that. I had it ready the other day when I was this close to streaming it, but I didn't. So I think what I'm going to do, guys, I'm actually going to pop off of this stream for the time being, and I'll come back with Kirby in about an hour and a half or so. I don't mind the Phasmophobia idea either. I saw up in chat. I would prefer to have the crew, and I think most of them are busy and or not here right now, so fortunately I cannot, or unfortunately, I don't know if I said that right. Unfortunately, I cannot do that right now, as much as I like that game. But yeah, probably gonna pop off for now, and I'll come back later, as sad as that is. So apologies, everybody. I'll be back sometime soon tonight. If you don't see me tonight, that's fine as well. Worst case scenario, I'll be back tomorrow with Matthew to play Donkey Kong Country 3, but just in case, if I don't come back tonight, just letting you know. But yeah, that's gonna be it. That's probably my shortest stream ever in existence, I think. Maybe. Anyways, I'll catch you on the flip side. I'll be on the Discord server if you want to chat a little bit and just kind of, like, you know, text. I'll be in there. Probably apologizing my ears off. And, yeah. Anyways, see you guys later, and thanks for watching. Bye!